Two witnesses, same period, same time. And now, Revelation 12, I saw a great sign, appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon, and at her feet and her head a crown of 12 stars, and she was with child. She cried out, being in labor, gave birth to a child. Who is that? That is Israel. 12. Just like in the dream of Joseph, where it's a sun, moon, and stars, and the 12 stars. But she gives birth. Who does she give birth to? Messiah. Then another sign appeared in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns. His heads were 7 diadems. His tail swept away a third of the stars of heaven and threw them to earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, that when she gave birth, he would devour the child. And she gave birth to a son, Messiah, a child who was to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. The child was caught up to God, ascended to heaven, to his throne. Then the woman, now end days, Israel fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared by God, so that there she would be nourished for 1,260 days. Guess, 3.5 years. Israel will be fleeing. Jerusalem trampled down. Israel, or those of Jerusalem, are fleeing in refuge at that time. It's all coming together. And the dragon saw that when he was thrown down to earth, he persecuted the woman. Satan hates the Jewish people who gave birth to the male child, Messiah. But 2 wings of a great eagle were given to the woman so that she could fly into the wilderness to her place where she was nourished for a time, times, and half a time. Again, from the presence of the serpent. So the dragon was enraged with the woman. He went off to make war with the rest of her children who will keep the commandments of God and hold to the testimony of Jesus. Now, this is probably not just the Jewish people. These are believers all over the world. From Daniel, all this so consistent. From way down, and this spans from Daniel to Revelation. I mean, this is just centuries and centuries apart.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Hope of the World is dedicated to the goal of spreading God's Word and salvation to every land and people. We do this by spreading the Word throughout the world and sponsoring compassion projects to the most poor and needy around the earth. To get in touch or have a part in God's work, just write to Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Or go to hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821.